Hello, LinkedIn. One of my surprisingly more popular videos was one around roles in data and how it flows around the data pipeline. As a part of this video, someone asked me the really good question of how does this pipeline translate to you if you're a hiring manager or a decision maker within a business that's looking to build their data team? So I thought I would write a section on this, on how to build a data team. So this pipeline doesn't change regardless of how you build your team. There's always a process of taking your data, merging it into a single source of truth, then parsing out to data analysts, data scientists, or a blend of these two, mostly a blend of these two, and then making that analysis interpretable and actionable to business decision makers. However, if you're just starting your data journey, there's a few questions you should ask yourself for the most highest chances of success. The first question is, what would be your use case? So what would be a major problem, or if you start with just one problem that if you could solve using data, would give you a return that you can quantify. Then take the present value of that return, whether it's one-off or over time. I have lots of videos on this. Divided by 10, and that basically represents the budget that you have to embark on this process. So from there, the next question would be, would this analysis or monetary return be one-off or ongoing? So one-off, I would say definitely the thing that springs to mind is that you should hire a consultant. And ongoing projects you would think are traditionally you would look to hire internal resource. Now, there are pros and cons to both one-off and ongoing. So hiring a consultant is more expensive per hour, but what you do get is that you have the expertise of a team that can do this whole end-to-end process, and you only pay for what you use. So sometimes can be a lower upfront investment. Whereas if you try to hire ongoing resources for the entire end-to-end pipeline, you're looking at a significant investment salary for very high-priced technical people, starting from the engineer to the person that looks at the data itself, to the data architect, to the analyst, to the data scientists. Most of these people get paid at least $100,000 a year if they're junior, up to about $200,000 to $300,000 if they're very good. So those are the pros and cons of a consultant versus an internal managed service. Obviously, you can do a combination of these. You could do in-house infrastructure with hired analysts, or the other way around, outsourced infrastructure with in-house analysts. And that can work very, very well as well. The third thing you should consider is, do you as a business have a simple or a complex data environment? What I mean by that is, say in a complex environment, you either have multiple legacy systems or a lot of data with data quality issues and complex joins everywhere, or you operate in a highly regulated environment where you have a lot of restrictions on data sharing, data capture, data storage, data usage. If you have a complex environment, then you would want to keep a lot of that knowledge in-house and have an in-house knowledge base. You might supplement that with flex staffing in order to do some bespoke projects if you need to, but you really do need to have an in-house knowledge base in order to get started, to make sure that you have a strong base, you're meeting all your regulatory and legal requirements. What that means is that it does raise the startup costs of doing data analytics in your organization, but for organizations where this is a problem, they're usually large enough that that investment is sort of forgiven. If you have a simple data environment, aka you have, say, a few cloud systems, your business is a business that is quite straightforward, and you're just looking for supplemental expertise, I would say if you're, obviously this varies a lot by client, but let's just say you're a retailer or you're a services business and your services business is quite a straightforward type of services business, then you can definitely outsource the handling of your data. That can be very cost effective and also very, very effective in terms of results as well, and that you can get quick, actionable insights with very low upfront costs. And you will get a great result. Hope this helps. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will link to some of my previous videos that cover some of this. Look forward to speaking to you next week.